Hey y'all, how are you doing? I apologize for being 4 minutes late. My Bluetooth wasn't connecting, so I had to restart my entire computer. I am going to go back to the first comment at 9 p.m. based off the timestamp from the app. And the first comment that I have is Mercy. And Paulina Vega Velasquez is number 1. Hold on. Okay, it's still not working. I don't want to deal with it. Okay. Paulina's first. Paulina V is first. Miranda Nicole second. Hey Miranda, thank you so much for coming. Maya is next. Hi, Seashell Case. If you're here, please do thumbs up this video if you haven't already. I don't know what's wrong with the Bluetooth on my laptop won't turn on. Hey Chelsea. I have you. Hey Marlene. I have you. Thank you so much for coming. Anna F. Thank you so much for coming. Hey Positive Life. Positive for Life, you'll be first unless you want a private reading. Jerry Sanchez is next. Jerry Sanchez. Hey Larissa. Lachelle. Hey Lachelle. Hey Jelly Low, I have you. Thank you so much. Chloe B, I have you. Thank you so much. Hey Sharonda, Miss Eccentricity, welcome. Sophia Fuentes, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes. Hey Sage, I have you. Thank you so much for joining me. Divine E, hi, welcome. This is a free reading. All I ask is that you are present when it is your turn. I'm usually here until about midnight. If you have to leave, that's fine. Just please do return before I sign off. And I will skip your name if you are called and are not here. Divine E, I have you here, number 16, Lily Shard. Hey Lily, thank you so much for joining me. I have you number 17. Hey Christine. I have you at number 18. Jelly Low, already have you. Miranda, have you. Christine. Hey New Star. I have you. Hey Talisha. Hey Talisha, thank you so much for your donation. I will send you the link to your private video reading of when it is done. I'm not doing extended readings on the live anymore. And Bonita is lucky number 20. All right, Bonita is lucky number 20. Let me know if you guys can't see this list. Yes, Positive for Life, you're not on the list because you're always here, and I know that you're first. You're my only moderator. Paulina V is first. Miranda Cole, Maya Melvin, Seashell Case, Chelsea W, Marlene, username MJM, Anna F, Jerry Sanchez, Larissa, Lachelle, Jelly Low, Chloe B, Sharonda, Sophia Fuentes, Sage, Divine E, Lily Shard, Christine, New Star, and Bonita is lucky number 20. And my list is closed. My list is now closed. If you would like to submit a donation for an extended reading, I am doing a 2-week Lenormand forecast in addition to the free live reading thing with the donors, and the video links will be sent out throughout the weekend. So I got a new deck, you guys. The moon. Hey everybody. For those of you who are new and those of you who are returning, welcome. My name is WWYO, aka 𝙈𝙨 �莉𝙫, and this is my free weekly live reading, Words with Your 𝙈𝙨, WWYO. And I'm going to be focusing on a couple of energies. Thank you guys so much for bearing with me. I wasn't here last week. I've been incredibly busy with a lot. And I'll just leave it at that. But I'm here today to focus on the new moon in Virgo, which happened at 7 a.m. this morning, Eastern Standard Time. Happy solar return for those who are Virgo energy also in the season. We're looking at your area of focus with the new moon in Virgo, where you should set your intentions and work on over the next 6 months. We're also going to be focusing on another major transit, Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries. So Mars went retrograde on the 9th of September, and during this transit, we will be focusing on our repressed anger, things that we need to heal, how we deal with conflict, as well as any open enemies or secret enemies that we may have chosen to ignore. So we'll be focusing on how you can best deal with conflict also in tarot. For those of you who submitted a donation, again, thank you for supporting me. You'll get a 2-week energy forecast in Lenormand. Positive for Life is my moderator, and she gets an extended reading always. If you would like an extended reading during the live, you can also volunteer to moderate on my channel. Thank you for my hair. Oh, you don't want the wreath to be on here. Okay. I'll do the video then. I'll send it to you. Trying to get a ring on your daughter. So I posted this video of my youngest doing a tarot reading, and she's a mess. So thank you guys so much for joining me. Benita, hello. Miranda, hello. Happily Ever After, welcome. Thank you so much for joining me. Bree, hi, welcome. Sage, thank you for the comment on my hair. Thank you so much. It was the only thing I could do to keep myself from shaving it off. So thank you very much. Renee, hey, welcome. I don't know if you saw my comment earlier, but can I get a reading? And you look amazing. Hey, Renee, thank you. This is the first comment that I'm seeing, and my list is full. Thank you to Alicia also, and Larissa for comments on my hair. Hey, Miracle. Hey, welcome. Paulina, I have you. Hey, Lauren. Lauren, if you want to hang in on the end, since I did talk to you earlier, I can squeeze you in. So just wait for the link. Yes, Talisha. I am not doing the extended readings on the live anymore. It's literally saved me 2 hours. So just wait for me to send you the link, and I can send it to you either on email or Instagram. Talisha, Maya, thank you so much, Maya, for the compliment on my hair. Let me tell you something about shaving my hair. I think about it a lot, and that's I don't know, something about cutting my hair. It just makes me feel better. It's just this zip. I just feel better, but I didn't cut it off. I just put it underneath here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and open it up with my prayer and then get started with the first person, who is Paulina. Positive for Life will have her video on a private link. Call upon divine. And I ask you to surround, protect me by the impenetrable white light of divine. I ask you to remove all negative thoughts, feelings, energy, and attacks from my head, from my heart. And I ask that you send all negative thoughts, feelings, energies, and attacks towards me back to the centers and heal some of the process. Lord, I pray that you can send me messages to be as clear as the light. I need to understand with help from my spirit guides, the ancestors, and the archangels. That you divine protect me by the impenetrable white light of the divine from now to all eternity. And that you continue to allow me to be a beacon of light and shine for messages to the highest good. As well, so it is, and so it will be. Amen. Let's go. Paulina Vega. We're going to be looking at your area of focus with the new moon in Virgo energy. how to best deal with conflict, also in tarot. I got a new deck, you all too, so bear with me because the cards are super stiff. This is my first time using these cards tonight. All right, Paulina. So your shadow energy is the World card, the 21st card in tarot. 2 + 1 is 3, which also brings in the Empress card energy. You've got a lot of feminine energy here in your reading. So this could even be a new moon in the 4th house, Cancer new moon in the 4th house. Maybe even the 1st house. World card is cycles ending for new ones to be completed. It is also exploration, travel, thinking outside the box here with the World card, and finding the pieces of missing puzzles to like your life goals or your spiritual plan. Your area of focus over the next 6 months with the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the 7 of Pentacles, clarified by the Queen of Cups. So Paulina, Queen of Cups energy represents water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, if that makes sense. It could be in your chart or someone rising on the chart of someone where this resonates. That could be one of your rising signs. And so your area of focus with the Queen of Cups and the 7 of Pentacles is some type of patience with, I'll just give the first message, either patience with family planning, especially with the number 3 and the Empress, like I can't, and the fact that this is a baby in these cards. This is my first time ever seeing these cards, you guys. So there's like this baby here. So like issues either with family planning, issues or challenges connected to healing with your childhood wounds, learning to deal with women, being more open and vulnerable to being cared for, supported, and learning how to nurture that. 7 of Pentacles is nurturing. It is something that takes some time to grow. 7 of Pentacles requires a lot of patience. There may be like a trial and error when it comes to this area of your emotions, being more controlling your emotions with the Queen of Pentacles, again, caregiving, or with your duties as an empath here, the trial and error. Boundaries are important for you. If it's not a 4th house new moon, maybe even a 7th house new moon here. Potentially 5th house if the family planning resonates with you. But that is your area of focus and where you can set your intentions. So how you best deal with conflict with the Mars in retrograde energy, Paulina, is represented by the 2 of Cups, clarified by the 8 of Wands. So there's some type of partnership. This is a lot of emotion in your reading. Partnerships, teamwork here. You have an emotional connection to the people that are coming into your lives. The opportunities that can help you gives you some type of emotional fulfillment here. With the 2 of Cups also, it requires some type of harmony, balance here, where you have organic connections that bring you a sense of gratitude, that move you forward towards meeting your goals. And there can even be some type of dream come true here, Paulina, for you. It's definitely the birth of something new. If you're not actually like planning a family, it could be you yourself evolving or some type of new opportunity that brings you an emotional fulfillment at this time. Paulina, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Hey, happily ever after. If you have a specific question, you would have to book a reading. If you go to my website, it'll costonstarot.com. I've got a wide variety of readings available. Okay, Paulina was first. All right, Miranda, you are very welcome. All right, Miranda, let's focus on this new Virgo energy and the Mars in retrograde energy also for you. card and the Eight of Wands decided to come right back out. World card and Eight of Wands. I'm going to put them back because I just pulled them. Y'all know how this goes on my channel. Spirit doesn't really care, but this is a new deck. So let's try it. Okay. All right, Miranda. So let's start with your shadow energy, actually, which is the Three of Pentacles. So advertising, promoting yourself. This is like the energy of like a composer, conductor. Maybe you may find yourself in a team position, a team leadership position, or you may be a more mature person in a partnership, or more spiritually mature person in some type of group environment. With the Three of Pentacles, there's a lot of communication involved here. So you could, depending on I don't know what your rising sign is, but this could be new moon in one of the communication houses, third house, third, sixth, 11th house. For the new moon and with the Three of Pentacles energy, you've got to be creative here. 3 is creativity. Expect the unexpected also. When you reach out, when you voice, if you're promoting yourself in this time, be ready to receive whatever feedback that you get with this Three of Pentacles. Teamwork is also indicated in that energy. So Miranda, with your new moon in Virgo energy, your area of focus at this time is represented by the Two of Pentacles, clarified by the King of Wands. So King of Wands is fire sign energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be in your moon or rising sign or in the chart of someone where this resonates. A lot of this is focusing on having a strong sense of self with this King of Wands. The King of Wands is very prideful. It takes a lot of pride in what they do. King of Wands also is the morning person, very energetic, likes to try a lot of new things, do new projects. A King of Wands energy can also give you the creativity, the creative juices that you need to try these new things. Fire is initiation to do things. And again, you're coming in with this king energy, someone in a position of authority or more maturity. With the Two of Pentacles, I see you doing a lot of things, more than one job, being in more than one place, having to focus on more than one relationship or project at a time here. And that's where the Three of Pentacles shadow energy comes from. You may try to do a lot on your own in the next 6 months. And Spirit is saying you still need some help, even if you are in charge. So you definitely need to focus on your ability to speak up for yourself, to use your authority, how to command people, to get people to either follow your lead or to listen to the things that you want them to do. How you best deal with conflict, Miranda, at this time is represented by the Nine of Swords, clarified by the Hermit. Hermit is Virgo energy. This is a new moon in Virgo reading, but this is specifically for your Mars in retrograde energy. So Mars could be transiting your 6th house, depending on your rising sign, and you're loving your job. Okay, yes. So Virgo energy in your chart. I know you're Capricorn sun, but the Nine of Swords is worry. It is anxiety here. It is that little voice in your head that says the very bad things, Miss Capricorn. So be prepared for that to come back to you. The Hermit is that spiritual awakening. It is, coming together and bringing yourself to a place of center where you are not controlled even by your own negative thinking, even by your own thoughts. It is you who are your own worst enemy. It could also be that you may, because of the Three of Pentacles, the Spirit told me to be ready to receive or be prepared for the feedback that you may get. Nine of Swords energy is saying that you may not People either may not agree with you, you may have some resistance in using your authority, people may undermine your skills, wherever this is resonating. People don't think you have what it takes, and they may say these things, and it may get to you in this time. And the best way to deal with this may even be to shut down, walk away from these people. Hermit mode, exactly here. And you should not be engaging in that type of environment, because it's just going to foster the limited thinking that you have imposed even on your own self. Miranda, I want to thank you so very much for reaching out to me, and I pray that your reading resonates. All right. I like these cards because they're easy to shuffle, but they're very slippery. I don't know. Maybe it takes some time for that to go away. You are very welcome, Miranda. Thank you. Maya's next. Maya, we're going to focus on your area of focus with the new and Virgo energy, where you can be setting your intentions over the next 6 months, and then how you best deal with conflict, focusing on the Mars retrograde energy. Oh. Yeah, I'm interested to see. I would not be surprised if a cup card came up in your Mars retrograde energy. I would not be surprised. Let's see. Yep. Wow. I knew that it would. And at the bottom is the Queen of Wands. Yes. And I was thinking, if it wasn't a cup card, you definitely need some fire here. And that's you needing to put some fire underneath your own booty, Maya. As the Queen of Wands is confident. She's a boss. She knows what she wants. She goes after it. You know, people wait in line to even have time with this person. That's the level of confidence you need to be embodying here. Queen of Wands, fire sign energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, rising. If not, a queen energy is self, the mastery of the self here. So this brings in your base chakras, the root chakra, a mastery over your physical health with the wand energy. So make sure you're taking care of your health in this time. It brings in the sacral chakra, a mastery over your ability to have courage to try new things, step outside of the box, be confident. And then it brings in your solar plexus chakra. The Queen of Wands solar plexus gives you the power to break out of karmic cycles. It gives you that free will and trust in your free will. These are the characteristics you need to be embodying in order for you to pass the next test that you'll be experiencing in the next 6 months. So Maya, your area of focus with the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the Fool, clarified by the Lovers. 2 major arcana are being initiated with this new moon and Virgo energy. I'm not sure if you know what your rising sign is, but this definitely sounds like a first house. You know, you could even be Virgo rising energy. It could be, gosh, I mean, it could be anything. Fool is number 0. This is new beginnings with some type of partnership, some new commitments, some new soulmates are entering into your life where you have new lessons to learn. You're not repeating the same thing over again with this new moon energy. There is some lightheartedness in this, maybe some fun. You may be getting excited with the new ventures that you have, new opportunities, especially if it's related to love, because I felt the cup energy to come up in your conflict where you may have some head over heart decisions, because like love may get in the way of business, or may intertwine in the next 6 months. So be prepared for that. Ultimately, you know, Lovers is Gemini energy as well. It represents choice and discernment. You always have a choice, and your spirit guides are giving me wanting to relay the message that you have free will, and you need to exercise that. You may even have a blockage in your solar plexus chakra, because I keep hearing the message of free will and choice. You've got to trust yourself. Spirit trusts you, but what is it that you want to do? You've got to take a risk, and you've got to have some type of faith in this process. There's a lot going on with this new moon here in the next 6 months. So if you don't feel it a big change in the next 2 weeks, it's because it's a gradual process with these major arcana. And some important people or events may need to happen first before you actually start feeling this. But you are going to have to take a risk at this time. Maya, the best way for you to deal with conflict with the Mars and retrograde energy is represented by the Queen of Cups, clarified by the Two of Cups. So this brings in the nurturing, the mothering energy that you need to bring to yourself. There's a lot of feminine energy in your chart. So that requires you to not, you've got to plan, you've got to think more versus going, you've got to ask for help versus trying to do everything yourself, trying to grab all the responsibilities and all the tasks first instead of maybe waiting and letting other people get their hands in the pot and then you take whatever is left. Also with this queen energy, there's a heavy focus on your personal goals when it comes to your accomplishments, your achievements with this Queen of Wands shower energy, and your personal goals connected to love, receiving and giving unconditional love, whether this is romantic love, the healing, anything connected to your family with this cup card, because this soulmate energy with the Two of Cups, or a romance. Again, I am hearing this message that one may intertwine or interfere with the other because it can pose a blockage here. You will fight fire and you fight conflict with love, being empathetic and being compassionate at this time. It's going to help you the most. Also, you'll get a lot of support at this time from women in positions of authority or with some type of skill. Thank you, Maya, so very much for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Look at Maya, I don't ask for help. Well, this is a test for you to learn to do exactly that. To always be in charge and to always do things, it makes the masculine and feminine in an imbalance. So you're more, impatient, you're more aggressive, you're more forceful, and when you're in that position for so long, you get burnt out. And in either way, there's just got to be a balance here. You have twos on both sides, and that's where you need to focus. And there may be some people that may teach you hard lessons of asking for help, or spirit may put you in a position where you don't have a choice. So open yourself up to it, at least in the next 6 months before that happens. Chelsea says she really doesn't. I listen. Pot calling the kettle super black. I don't ask for help either. I have a Virgo house stellium. My moon is in the 6th house, and I'm Cancer rising. Cancer rules the moon. I help everybody. I don't ask for help. It annoys me. When I had my surgery, and I was having seizing on the table from the anesthesia, they wanted to keep me in this wheelchair, and I was arguing with the nurses. Apparently, I was arguing with the nurses because I didn't want to be in this wheelchair. I'm like, gosh, I don't like this. I really don't want to be in this chair. I want to walk. I was very angry, so I understand. It's definitely a Virgo thing. I'm the same way. Yes, it is. I got lots of Virgo energy in my chart. T-shell case. Let's go ahead and focus on your new moon Virgo energy, where you should be focusing on or setting your intentions over the next 6 months, and how you best deal with conflict, focusing on this Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries energy. The devil. The devil is here. That's Capricorn, Saturn energy. Let's see if it comes back out for you. I'm really liking this deck. It is not a traditional Smith Waite deck. Okay, your shadow energy is the Three of Swords, seashell case. Yeah, that makes sense because the devil showed itself before I could even lay your spread. So there could be some type of karma going on here, a clearing of some karmic debt. It could be like a new moon in the 12th house, which would make you Leo rising if you know your rising sign. This could be clearing of karmic debt. It could also be breaking through some type of mental restrictions, some addictions, some obsessions here, some type of temptation with that devil energy. The Three of Swords as your shadow energy showcase is caution. There could be some type of disappointments or some turbulence coming to you in the next 6 months, especially if you have this new moon in your 12th house. It's trying to get rid of your old karma, it's trying to cut cords, but that requires you to go through almost like a spiritual boot camp where you deal with a lot of difficult or challenging karmic lessons pretty much back to back. Be prepared for this type of energy with the Three of Swords here. Stay away from bad people. I don't know what that means, but stay away from bad people. Seashell case. Your area of focus with the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the Seven of Pentacles, clarified by the Six of Swords. So if you have been having some type of issues where your faith has been tested, your patience especially has been tested, where you have went through like a ring of options, you've tried a lot of different things, you've invested your time, your energy, your love and money into different types of solutions or options, and you're not getting anywhere, you're going to get some reprieve thanks to this new moon in Virgo energy. You will find the solution to your own problems. There could be some type of fail safe or some information that may save you, or somebody that actually may save you, some type of help that comes on the way, or you may receive some type of helpful news that kickstarts this energy. With the Seven of Pentacles, there may even be like a waiting game here when it comes to traveling or moving or relocating where this is resonating. But the Six of Swords does guarantee you the ability to find the solutions to your problems here, with or without help. But it is going to take some time. So if you've got some type of projects or some goal that you may expect to be done in a certain time frame, or if you set these time frames for yourself in the next 6 months, there may be some obstacles in which you don't have any control over, Three of Swords energy, that slow you down. The Spirit is asking you to keep going. Don't give up here. Things will work itself out. That sounds like 12th house is what I heard. Solutions, maybe second house, maybe 10th house, but this 12th house is the strongest message that I heard. So if you know your rising sign, let me know and we can look at what the Virgo new moon house placement was for you. So seashell case, how you best deal with conflict during this time period. We have the energy of the Two of Swords, clarified by the Four Wands. You definitely need to take some time outs. A Four Wands is like vacation. It's a celebration, something that makes you feel good, going somewhere. And you may actually plan a trip in the next 6 months, and there's some delay that may happen. So expect that if you are already planning a trip or vacation. With the Four Wands, that is my personal 1111 card, which shows that the Mars retrograde energy has a lesson that you have to learn connected to your spiritual awakening. And this is a lot of it is not arguing, not fighting. Two of Swords is zip kind of thing. Learn how to walk away from these things. Because the Three of Swords as a shadow energy shows that Virgo battles may be challenging for you. You may not win as many as you think you will in this time frame. So it's just better to just walk away and ignore it altogether. Four Wands, being a more mature person, going about your life and finding a reason to celebrate. I would not engage in any type of verbal disagreements at this time, especially connected to contracts or money or your job. You, it's best to be patient instead of resisting. You know, sometimes the squeaky wheel gets it, but I'm not hearing that. Your test is in the patience, and then the solutions organically come to you. See, Showcase, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Thank you so much, Positive Life. I appreciate you. All right, Chelsea. Chelsea Snacks, thank you so much, Chelsea. I cannot wait to come on here with the new divinations. I'm currently in school learning Italian fortune telling right now, the 𝙈 𝙍𝙚𝙫𝙚, and I'm almost done with that school. I can't wait to share that with you all. I'm also in school for learning German fortune telling, and I can't wait to show that and bring that on the weekly feeds also. All right, Chelsea. Hey, Alondra. Hey, welcome. Chelsea, we'll focus on your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy and how you deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries energy. Okay. All right, Chelsea. Three of Pentacles. Yeah. Okay. I was making sure what this number was. The Three of Pentacles is at the bottom. Chelsea, you're about the coins in the next 6 months. This could be a new moon in the money and prosperity houses, second house, the 8th house, or 10th house here. Could even be first house if there's some personal goals connected to prosperity and finance. Three of Pentacles shows you doing a lot of things, promoting yourself, reaching out to people, also getting more connected to your talents, using your natural gifts and abilities, and maybe even making money and doing something that you actually love, doing something that you enjoy. With this Three of Pentacles, you may be doing some teamwork, you may be involved in advertising, blogging, writing, musical talents as well in the next 6 months. So Chelsea, I keep looking at the cards because they're new. Your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy, Chelsea, is represented by the Magician, clarified by the Four of Pentacles. So what an interesting card this Magician is. It's very different. It's different because this Magician he's just plainly dressed, which is not normal. And this is just you, a humble person that's very skilled, it's very knowledgeable. You know, your power of manifestation, the law of attraction, it works for you when you believe in yourself, you know? And the thing about your gifts and The fact that you can take this risk in this new beginning that makes you so special is that humility. That's what keeps coming out to me when I look at this card. And when it comes to security, finances, and jobs, you know, you need things to make you feel good, where you feel accomplished, but you know, money is not everything to you. You know, if you have it, awesome. If you have more of it, awesome. But it's not what defines you. Your career in itself isn't what defines you. What you have, your material possessions, isn't what defines you. It is the lessons that are learned and the goals that you reach and the achievements that you have with this Magician card. You're focusing on those things in the next 6 months. Four of Pentacles brings in that financial security, and it also brings in security of your own self with this Magician card, to create new things and start new things as well. You very well, you have a lot of supporting energy to start something, and maybe even on your own, something even on the side, if this is a money making energy. Definitely a lot of energy with healing wounds connected to the sacral chakra, being more confident in yourself and taking more pride in your work. So Chelsea, how you best deal with conflict during this time is represented by the Three of Swords, clarified by the Five of Pentacles. And this is just weird to me. Why there's this heart on this Pentacle card? Because Five of Pentacles is an insecurity card, and there may be some insecurity connected to the support that you have here. Because I see you being, you know, the number one, the head honcho in charge, and wanting that security, but the maybe your security in love, romance, or support may be missing. You handle this conflict best by nurturing and loving yourself. Five is change. And with the Five of Pentacles, you have to maybe even forgive yourself for not having enough. The Three of Swords shows some turbulence and some disappointment connected to your inability to do or have as much as you would like. So you may have a lot of different opportunities presented to you with Three of Pentacles, but not enough time or not enough money if you want to start some type of project, or again, not enough people if a team is required and you need some type of help. Five of Pentacles also insecurities with your own values, a heavy second house energy when you're reading. Supporting yourself and being more compassionate and understanding when you don't have enough. Definitely be prepared for some type of depletion here, because you have a new beginning and you're being asked to save up your energy, save up your time, save up your money here. Thank you, Chelsea, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Chelsea. It's good. You know, Pentacles doesn't always necessarily mean money. It's things that are value. So if, you know, you're trying to manifest, you know, the perfect relationship, and that is what is of value to you, and that's what you want to put your time, energy, and money into, you know, taking care of yourself, dating, shopping, then that's where the Pentacle energy will resonate. So it could be multiple areas. All right, Marlene. Oh, Chelsea says it definitely resonates with me very well. Thank you. You are welcome. It's very positive. So stay there. I know it's easier said than done, but that Magician card really stood out to me. It's the first time I've ever seen that card. When I took these cards out of the box, I immediately shuffled them. Like, I don't even know what half of these cards look like. But I really liked the illustration of that Magician energy and how it portrayed you and your humility. You're just a good person in general. Marlene, let's focus on your area of focus with the New Moon and Virgo energy, where you can set your intentions and how you best deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries energy. I would like to see a 10. 10 would be nice. Or a major arcana supporting you to deal with conflict. Oh, almost. Yeah, five of swords. Almost. You're almost there is what Spirit is saying. Because I was looking for a 10 and I got a 9. So you are almost there. There's some lesson that has to be learned during this Mars in retrograde period. Here, the Five of Swords is at the bottom of your deck, Marlene. Five of Swords is surrender. This is some type of decline, something where there is no progress, very little progress. You need to cut your losses. Is what Spirit is saying, and I feel that in this time you're really trying to squeeze water out of a rock, Marlene. Wherever this is resonating. Five of Swords is surrendering also to control. You could be either in a position of authority and abusing your power, abusing your knowledge, abusing, something that you have above another person, or could even be tempted to it, or you could be a victim of that abuse. Or with the Five of Swords, the control is controlling your life or controlling a certain outcome, when in reality, it is a divine interference or divine timing that needs to play a part here, and you are not meant to control this. If you're trying to keep something, wherever this is resonating, Five of Swords is saying to let that go. You know that saying, it's meant for you, it comes back type of thing. After learning astrology and the Mercury retrograde, I don't believe that anymore, because things come back all the time that we don't need. So cut your losses wherever this is resonating for you, Marlene. Your new moon in Virgo energy, your area of focus at this time is represented by the energy of the devil, clarified by the Four of Wands. So this new moon in Virgo is giving you some type of opportunity for a spiritual ascension. Okay, you will be passing some major tests connected to a power and authority. The devil's Capricorn energy, and Jupiter just stationed direct in the sign of Capricorn. So you're learning a higher perspective, or a different perspective on traditional authority figures. Just because you have the power doesn't mean you use it in this way. You can use your power in a different way to get people to do what you want, to believe you. Double card energy can also be you breaking away from some addictions, some obsessions, some very negative thinking, something that may be abusive to you, whether that's a perspective, mindset, or environment, or relationship. The Four of Wands is harmony, and this could be dealing with your family, a marriage, some type of long-term contract here, where either it is very toxic and you need to let it go, or Saturn is saying you need to stay disciplined. The high vibration of the devil card is passion. So maybe it is that there's something that you are passionate about, a thought, a mindset, a perspective, and you may be tempted to maybe even give up on this or to change your mind because of some type of abuse or some coercion here, wherever this is resonating. Discipline, Saturn rewards, but boy, does he kick your butt kick your butt before you get the rewards. Almost to the point where you may say, I don't care what I get as a reward, just get me out of this energy. There's a lesson to be learned. When you feel that way in the next 6 months, just think, it's a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. It's Spirit teaching me. I'm being tested, okay? That's what this new moon in Virgo energy is activating for you. So definitely do not back away from some type of test, and mind how you deal with authority, abuse, and power, and how you use yours. So Marlene, how you best deal with conflict at this time. It's represented by the Nine of Swords, clarified by the King of Pentacles. So King of Pentacles is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Oh gosh. You may have a throat chakra blockage, or even root chakra with this earth energy. Marlene, this could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. King of Pentacles could be you. It could be a boss. It could be a supervisor, landlord, somebody that like holds an asset over you. Be prepared for that conflict with somebody that deals with that things. Banks, loans, money type of energy. And there's some discouraged here, especially if you're reaching out for help, financial help, or some type of support, or to obtain some property. You may get some early rejections or something that discourages you, and you're being asked not to let it get to you. You have a lot of power with this King of Pentacles energy also. So this is you being a more mature person, being more organized, being the head of a household, or being someone that's very focused on their career and financial stability. But the low vibration energy of this King of Pentacles is to do too much. King of Pentacles doesn't stop. He almost becomes a robot and emotionless. And you're being asked not to do that. The repeated thoughts in your head, the repeated, limited, restricted circumstances that you deal with is what I feel like may discourage you during this time. And you are being asked again to keep your eye on the prize. There's some reward through some difficulty here over the next 6 months, and learning the lesson of values in the Mars in retrograde will help you. If it's not worth your time, don't give it your energy. Marlene, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. That sounds like a car accident. Oh God, are you okay? Yeah, I could understand the tower moment, Marlene, but it's not here yet. You got a 9, which is endings. I was looking for a 10, so there's still some closure that needs to happen, at least during the Mars in retrograde energy. It may be resurfacing between now and before Mercury retrograde in Scorpio. It'll resurface, and then when we get closer to November, that's when you'll be tested. Did you learn? Are you ready to deal with this type of energy? So it may or may not take that long, but the resurfacing usually happens first. I'm glad that you are fine, Marlene. Gosh, wow, that makes a lot of sense. Please do take care of your health. Please do take care of yourself. I'm very glad that you are okay. Car accidents are no joke. No joke. Okay, Anna F is here. After Anna, I have Jerry Sanchez. Can I make this bigger? No, I can't. Okay. All right. Anna F is next. Anna, we'll focus on your new moon and Virgo energy, your area of focus over the next 6 months, and where you can set your intentions, and then the Mars in retrograde energy, how you best deal with conflict during this time. Wow, what a pretty card. I'm looking for even numbers to assist you with dealing with conflict. or some court cards, some personality energies. Wow. I was feeling some resistance. The King of Pentacles has come out for you also. There's a lot of it's a Virgo new moon, so of course we're gonna get a heavy Pentacle card energy. Virgo is the natural ruler of the sixth house, so although the new moon personally enters in a different house for you, there's still this theme of duties, service, obligations, routines, diligentness, to learn new things, also bringing in the numerology 6 energy. For you, Anna F., King of Pentacles is earth sign energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, rising, but this is you being at a level of mastery of not only yourself, where you've taken personal accountability and responsibility for your health, your family, your finances, and also discerning what is truly a value and what is not, and to be in control of other people, knowing how to vet the type of people that come into your life, how you invest your money, what is trustworthy, who is trustworthy, where you spend your time and where you spend your energy. King of Pentacles, it has you becoming more mature, more stable, also being more grounded. I see you needing to make more practical, realistic decisions over the next 6 months as a shadow energy as well. There can be a tendency to do too much. The King of Pentacles and the low vibration can be very superficial. So you could either be a workaholic or you could be working very hard in a specific area without taking any rest. Make sure you avoid that. There could also be this tunnel vision, even if like a third eye chakra blockage, where you're only focusing on the immediate circumstances or the immediate challenges versus looking underneath it, because you may find out that there may be a bigger issue or root cause where you should be focusing your solutions at this time. So Pentacle energy, time energy, money, career, and health is the focus. Anna F., where you should set your intentions and your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Sun. I love these cards. They're really nice. So Sun card is hope, optimism, and faith here. It is Leo energy, which could be in your chart, Sun, Moon, or rising. Leo rising. If you were Leo rising, the new moon would have happened in your 12th house. So there could be some type of karma connected to your self-worth, your values, your material possessions, inheritance, taxes here. You will be getting some type of opportunity thanks to this new moon in Virgo energy for exactly that. Some reason to celebrate, something that gives you more sense of security, or it could even be you needing to focus on holding on to happiness. Four of Pentacles, to tightly cling on to something, to not move, to not be easily moved. And that's really how your faith needs to be, and your ability to be optimistic. King of Pentacles is not an optimistic energy in the high or the low vibration. King of Pentacles is just hard on themselves. The King of Pentacles doesn't give themselves credit for the things that they do. So you may need to start celebrating even your small victories in the next 6 months here, Anna F., because you have bigger goals, but that may take you some time. Try not to be discouraged by celebrating the small goals here. And if you are having some type of issues with your health, the health of a loved one, or finances, this is a good omen for relief thanks to the new moon energy. So Anna, how you best deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde energy is represented by the Devil card, clarified by the Two of Swords. You know what? The Two of Swords has come up several times as a solution to conflict for the Mars retrograde energy. Anytime the planets go retrograde, it's you first. You first. Spirit is saying, okay, we do our own eyes, we always see what's out, but we don't see what's in. How are you contributing to a situation? Are you adding more fuel to the fire? Are you making your situation even worse? Could you improve in some other way? Do you need to make different decisions? These are the questions that Spirit is asking us to ask ourselves during the Mars retrograde energy. Also, don't ignore red flags during this time. Saturn is discipline, but it is also toxicity, and this is power struggle. This is, no win. This is everybody loses type of energy, and you engage in battles, engaging in conflict. There could be some type of energy. It could be either your own pessimism, negative, low vibration people around you that just try to permeate through your spirit. And the sun is trying to illuminate that darkness that the devil energy brings out. Do not engage. Also, with Two of Swords, waiting to respond, waiting to take action here, waiting to receive information. It could be a simple misunderstandings that can be blown out of portion, because you have a lot of positive energy on this side, but yet it could be worse. The conflict can be worse. So you just avoid it altogether with this Two of Swords. A Saturn energy, discipline, hard work, focus, and also some soul cord cutting. I'm hearing other stuff with this Devil card. If you're interested, I'm just hearing it. If you feel like you're experiencing like dead ends, like consistent dead ends at some point during this time, you may need some spiritual help. You may need help from like a priest or a priestess, because the devil card energy can be like a hex, like some type of curse, some opposition, some roadblocks. And most times we hex ourselves, but there could be other people or other entities that don't want you to prosper in some way, and they could be sending this negative energy, causing a roadblock and some hexing. So you may need some spiritual work done too if you experience that. And I thank you so very much for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Okay, so Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Moon, and Aries Rising. God, dog. I thought I had a lot of Mars in my chart. God, dog. Wow, you're super Mars dominant. This may not feel good. This Mars retrograde energy plus Pluto being retrograde, you may be feeling like you are running through quicksand, like dragging in this time period. And if you feel that way, it is because your planet rulers are retrograde. I'm Scorpio dominant also. I'm Mars Pluto dominant. My moon sign is in a Scorpio deacon. I don't have any energy. I'm pooped. So if you feel this way, don't push it. That's where the Two of Swords energy is coming from. You being Aries rising means that this retrograde energy is happening in your first house. First house is ego. It is your personality, the personality complex. New moon in Virgo being Aries rising happened in your sixth house. So there's this issue with your own freedom, getting your needs met, and then your responsibilities, your work, your duties here. This is the conflict that you're already experiencing with this energy. Soul cord cutting is when you have some bond with someone that is a soulmate energy that is not growing with you. So you cut the cords so that you have this energetic closure that can no longer feed on you in this life, and in hopes in the next life that you all karma can be resolved in this life and you guys don't meet in that same energetic state. But for this life, it's mainly to get rid of energy vampires or cord cutting. All right, Jerry Sanchez is next. You are very welcome. Please don't push it, and don't blow up, because it can go either way. You can either feel like super drained, or you can be like on 100. And just try not to go to extremes here. Because Chiron is also retrograde in Aries, and Chiron hurts. Chiron is the Achilles heel, and it's happening in your first house. So you could suffer a lot of ego wounds from lost battles during this time. Be very cautious until Mars stations direct. Okay, Jerry. Especially if you've got some enemies, like your spirit guides will not be quiet. If you've got some enemies, like known enemies, you need to get rid of them, Anna. All right, Jerry, we're going to be focusing on your new moon in Virgo energy, where you should focus your energy in the next 6 months, and then how you best deal with conflict, focusing on the Mars retrograde energy. Wow, Jerry. Whew. Reiki. I replaced my hematite ring, by the way. Oh, okay. I would like to see some more Pentacle cards for you, Jerry, in your Mars energy. Wow, Jerry. The two of cups is at the bottom of the deck. So you're dealing with some type of mirrors in your life. So if you are dissatisfied with some areas in your life, you are either going to be coming in contact with some soulmates that help you solidify how dissatisfied you are to the point where you can't deal with it and you are forced to make changes. Or with this Two of Cups, you're dealing with some soulmates that are meant to stay, potential life partnerships that won't cause you conflict. They mirror your values. They mirror what you want. They mirror your desires, and they're here to help you grow. They're here to help, I heard a word and I'm not about to say that word. It started with an F. Use your imagination. I don't know why I heard that word. I mean, it could even be like a romantic partner, someone that you have an emotional connection to, because I heard that word. This is PG-13. Definitely some emotional fulfillment here, a need for harmony, balance, choice, being able to use your power of discernment and your free will. There's some options also for you with the energy in the next 2 months, and you'll have to make some type of decisions here. So Jerry, your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the 10 of Pentacles clarified by the world. So you gotta, like, full circle. This new moon in Virgo is trying to bring you the good luck and the blessings that you may have felt that you have been missing the last 6 months. Prosperity, fortune, good luck, success here. Dealing with people from different places, international business, commerce, networking. There's some fortune dealing with travel, long distances here, commuting, social networks, social media. There also is an opportunity for you to end some cycles connected to a poverty state of mind consciousness. 10 is completion. So you're finally closing this, I'm not enough cycle. I won't have enough worry, here when it comes to your emotional life and also with your resources, your time, your energy, and your money. You could be getting a lot of opportunities for closure. There could be some new opportunities as well after some endings, and you will have to embrace it, is what Spirit is saying, because things may be outside of your norm, or it may take you outside of your comfort zone, but it's good. You need to grow. So Spirit is going to send you, Jerry, people, relationships, jobs, opportunities that make you feel a little bit uncomfortable to teach you to grow, okay? So the best way for you to deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde energy, Jerry Sanchez, is represented by the Five of Wands, clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. So you've got nothing but tens all up in here. 10 in the new moon and Virgo energy, giving you some good endings, happy endings, blessed endings even. And then with the Mars retrograde energy, you're getting any endings connected to your own energy, your own willpower to fight here, to be in a competitive mode. Maybe you downplay your own abilities. Maybe you sell yourself short, and now you have more resistance to roll with the punches, with unexpected changes that life throws us, things you don't have control over, dealing with the emotions of people here, or the bureaucracy of the rules and politics at work, or just in life in general. You are more durable during this time. So you're like gosh, you know how like they when you train, I just lost it. You're more resilient. You've been training, and the more you train your muscles, and it hurts to train these muscles. You go through pain at the gym, but the gains, Jerry, I don't have gains, but your gains are going to be good, and it is connected to your values. You get your sense of self-worth back. You may even get some money as a result of your tenacity. So you need to keep fighting. Fight the good fight, Jerry, because you've been through some things in your reading I've seen. And this is a blessing. This Mars retrograde energy is actually going to be good for you. It's bringing you some second chance opportunity to prove yourself, even to yourself. It sounds like a very 10th house energy for me. New moon in 10th house, could be new moon in the first house with all of these 10s and the 1s. Could even be a 5th house new moon, because you could be having some fun, you're exploring. Potentially 3rd house, because there's some travel or some communication involved here as well. Jerry, thank you so very much for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Okay, Larissa is next. After Larissa, I have Michelle. All right, Larissa. Okay. I've got computer screen. I have a screen right here, my phone right here, my camera right here, I have this laptop right here, and then that laptop way over there. So if I'm looking at different places, be patient with me. The Fool and the Knight of Swords. So no hesitation on some new opportunities, something you may have to take a risk on here, Larissa, or like a one-in-a-lifetime chance opportunity. We'll see if those 3 cards come back out. But we will be focusing on your area of focus, where you set your intentions, or where you should focus your energy in the next 6 months using the new moon Virgo, and how you best deal with conflict with the Mars retrograde energy. Wow, no wonder I was struggling to shuffle your cards. That was the Hierophant. And then the 9 of... See, no wonder I was struggling to shuffle your cards. They don't want to stay. The 9 of Wands, resistance, perseverance. Magician. Spirit does not care. I like feel like that they're like behind me, like laughing, like, oh, she thinks she can put this card back. We don't care. The Nine of Wands definitely came back out. The Devil's at the bottom of the deck, Larissa. The Devil represents the sign of Capricorn. You're an Earth sign. Yeah, Sun. Yeah, Sun. Devil energy also represents our passion. What gets us going. What makes us feel good. What gets our blood boiling, our energy, running, the things that you want to fight for here. With the Devil energy, there's also this need for some type of discipline, some level of responsibility. Devil also brings a lot of heavy burdens and restrictions. It could be just adulting in itself that you're dealing with. Being a grown up is hard. I wish somebody told me. I wish I listened. And this is maybe what you are going through at this time, realizing, those heavy responsibilities of just being an adult. But again, Saturn rewards your hard work as long as you can stick to it, stick to your goals, fight through your own low vibration energies of pessimism, worry, and doubt. You will be fine. You will be rewarded. There definitely is some karmic lessons connected to both your new moon and your Mars retrograde energy here. So I was struggling to shuffle your cards because they did not want to stay out. And I can see why. Your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the Two of Swords, clarified by the Three of Pentacles. This feels like a creative block, writer's block, creative block, some type of block with communication. Maybe it's miscommunication. It could be confusion even in your head. You maybe just be overwhelmed with ideas, overwhelmed with options, overwhelmed with partnerships, overwhelmed with different investment opportunities, and you don't know what to do. New moon in Virgo energy. You may be better off alone. I hear it. Alice DJ. You may be better off alone. I don't know what that means, but you may be better off alone. So there may be some opportunities for partnerships, opportunities for creative ventures where you may enter into some contract. Definitely, if that resonates with you, look at the fine print. Make sure you ask a bunch of questions before you commit yourself to something. Love, finance, wherever this is resonating, look at the fine print, because I hear Alice DJ and it's not going to go away. It's going to be stuck in my head like the Door theme song. God. So look into that. Also, if you do experience some type of creative block or like a loss of a muse, you may need to do like a not a hiatus, but like, oh, what's that word where people go out and like explore and like feel themselves? Wow, I can't think of that word. To like walk away from the current project and to do something else, explore something else. And through that separate method, or by focusing your mind on something else, you have these these epiphanies here. But the more you chip at it, whatever it is, it's just, you're just whittling it down and you're not going to get any solutions. So if you find yourself in this situation where you're resisting, you're pushing, and it's resistance, doors closed, roadblock. Spirit is saying, walk away, do something else. Go have fun, go learn an instrument, go sing, write a book, blog, open a platform for people to speak here. Don't focus on that. And then that way it'll open up your channels. So Larissa, how you best deal with conflict during this time is represented by the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Cups. So there's definitely some risk associated in the next 6 months with whatever it is that you're planning. The Nine of Wands came out, and I put it back, and Spirit didn't care. So here it is again. It is my personal favorite minor arcana because it gives you the strength to pull your own self up by your bootstraps. And that's why I was teaching. With this, it is a gamble. There's some risk when you choose to either not take a partnership, or if you choose to maybe do something on your own that you could maybe even outsource to someone else. But it's a good opportunity for you to learn a new skill here, especially if you are going through the motions with some things in your life. The Eight of Cups is saying that you may need to walk away from these things, because it's like a dice, and you keep playing snake eyes. Something like this is going to happen. It's either a mental block or some actual event or environment that's happening. And this Nine of Wands is saying that how much are you going to be whittled down? Walk away from what is not working, especially. And if you choose to do things alone, it may be risky, but you most definitely will be able to handle that with this Nine of Wands energy. It came out twice. So 𝐷𝙚𝙨𝙨𝙖, you are welcome. If I put that in your head, you can thank my spirit guides for that very popular yet annoying song. And thank you, Larissa, so very much for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Larissa says, hey Chica. Larissa says, yes, brother, thank you. I'm definitely in need of a little fun. Yes, but I'm in the middle of a collaboration project and possible apprenticeship, but all are still not in stone. Yeah, I was seeing that, but the Two of Swords is like a wait and see. I feel like that you don't need to just take the first thing that bites. Like wait and see. Maybe it is. You want to do some negotiations also, and you give your offer, and you may need to wait some time even for that. Definitely check the fine print with this collaboration apprenticeship thing that you're doing. Okay, may need to take some off my plate. Yes, ma'am. Eight of Cups means exactly that, because you can do it, but do you have to go through that struggle? Nine of Wands is a good card, but it can also, you can trap yourself. It can be like a cage here. So you are very right, on the money with your energy. You are already ahead of the game with your thinking. Yeah, I'm not concerned about your ability to learn your lessons or achieve things here. And look at here, look, Ten of Cups. It'll work out, whatever it is you're doing. Lachelle is next. After Lachelle, have Jelly Low, Chloe B, Sharonda, Sophia Fuentes, Sage, Lily Shar, Christine, New Star, and Bonita. Thank you guys so much for being patient with me. Lachelle, let's focus on your new moon energy. I'm so very glad that you made it back to New York safely. Thank you for visiting us here in North Kakalaki. Next time, feed me, please. I will definitely make sure that I get a plate from either you or Miranda. We'll focus on your new moon Virgo energy, your area of focus, and then using the Mars retrograde energy, how you best deal with conflict during this time. Wow. The Knight of Cups is at the bottom. Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is at the bottom here, Michelle. This brings messages of love, sharing feelings, exchanging emotions, exchanging feelings. It can also be some type of new offers, new partnerships. Page of Cups represents water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. It could be in your chart or the chart of someone that may play a significant role in your life in this time frame or within this reading. With the Page of Cups, there could be a focus on relationships, especially anything you have emotional connection to. It could be some type of offer, some type of proposals as well here with the Page of Cups. Page of Cups also represents children, so there may be a focus on family planning, or just in your home in general. If you don't have any children, I don't remember if you do, and I apologize. So Lachelle, your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the World card, clarified by the Six of Cups. Six of Cups brings in that karmic soulmate here. With the World card, you're definitely closing some karmic cycles connected to family, your own family that you may have created, any wounds connected to childbirth or child rearing, or wounds connected to caregiving here. With the Six of Cups also, it in the world, soulmates, some type of partnerships, and finally clearing those cycles. You may get some closure if there has been something unresolved emotionally that you have been dealing with, or even actually not dealing with and burying it in this time, Michelle. This new moon in Virgo energy is going to resurface that wound. It's going to open it up for healing and for closure. But it's not just going to be done. It's new cycles ending for new ones to begin. You also may have some opportunity with travel, dealing with people at a distance, or relocating or commuting as well. You'll get opportunities in that way. There's definitely a need to be emotionally balanced in the next 6 months. So definitely take care of your own well-being, being loving, nurturing, supporting to yourself in the absence of that love and support in others with this energy. But you're definitely closing some type of cycles. If I'm definitely hearing a lot of, I know I said definitely a lot. There's a lot of unresolved. Something may be like inevitable, because I keep saying definitely. Something may be inevitable. It may be like a finale, because I see the key in Lenormand also. There's a lot of closure happening here in this reading, and it's dealing with karma and emotions, but it's a lot more than that. And there's some confusion. What's at the bottom of your deck? The night. The Justice card is at the bottom of the deck. No wonder I'm like, there's some confusion. So it may be like head over heart. That's literally what this is. Look at this. This is the Justice card. I've never seen this card before. Heart and then logic. Heart and logic. No wonder I was like, what happened to my message? What happened to my guides? You may feel like that in the next 6 months, that the spirit isn't listening to you, or that you are not being heard by even family members, or you're not being understood. You may be feeling like your message isn't being relayed, or relieving these cycles of abandonment, feeling alone, head over heart decisions. And I'm honestly not sure which one is going to help you more. I'm confused a little bit too. But whatever is out of balance, especially if there's some karmic lesson, is going to be put back in balance here. There's some divine protection, divine intervention, definitely here with this Justice card being at the bottom of the deck. Wow, I cannot believe that. I've never seen this card before. and it makes complete sense. You've got to be fair and balanced. That's that Six of Cups energy that came about. Fairness is necessary, and that's the lesson. That's the lesson that you're learning with the new moon and Virgo energy. Lachelle, how you best deal with conflict during this time is represented by the Judgment card, clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. So judgment is that final decision, making some very concrete goals, making concrete plans. Maybe it is that you decide through some type of choice, or maybe you're given a choice in the time frame, and once you choose a path, it is a domino effect on multiple areas of your life, and that's this activating this World card. Judgment card also, with Mars retrograde, could be the resurfacing of something that's testing your patience. It could also be you needing to try out multiple different options, multiple treatments, multiple different options. It's something that's requiring a lot of patience. And there may be something that resurfaces, something old that you had dealt with that comes back. And you deal best with this conflict by not putting all of your eggs in a basket. I'm definitely seeing you needing either multiple opinions, multiple help, multiple options here. It's definitely some type of test of faith at this time for you, Lachelle. But yeah, oh gosh, yeah, because it's 7. Yes, a test of faith. I'm confused too. I don't know. I think this is like a third eye chakra blockage that you may be dealing with, Lachelle, because there's a lot of work that you need to do on your own. Your spirit guides are very unusually quiet tonight. It's like they don't want me to give you the answers to this test. Like you need to figure out the pieces of the puzzle yourself. Look at that. They want you to figure that out yourself. And you're going to have to choose. And I don't think that there's a wrong answer. There's a right one, but I don't think there's a wrong one. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but that's what I'm hearing. And a lot of that is coming from that Justice card. It's head over heart decision, logic over emotions, logic over intuition, practicality over your spirituality, your intuition. It's really your discernment that's going to play a good factor here, Lachelle. And it's not related to one specific area either. Okay? Thank you so much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that it resonates. Yeah, Lachelle, I'm definitely, this is resonant. Oh gosh. Okay, you'll be back next week. Just in time for my birthday? When are you coming back? I'll just message you on Facebook. This is resonating. Oh wow, head over heart. Yeah, definitely confused. Me too, Lachelle. And I'm sorry, but like, and maybe because I feel it definitely feels like a third eye chakra blockage, and I don't know. Queen of Swords. Yeah, you definitely need to think about it, plan, gather a lot of information. I'm confused too. Jelly Low, I'll be keeping you in my prayers with wherever this is resonating for you. I will be praying for you as always. I love you too, and I can't wait till you come back. I'm definitely going to make sure that I see you when you come back. I need to go see Dior anyway. I want some cookies from Chubby's. Jelly Love, let's get started with your reading. We're going to be focusing on your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy, where you can set your intentions in the next 6 months, and how you best deal with conflict in this time using the Mars retrograde energy. Thank you for being patient, you all. I appreciate you. Oh, you're doing things. You're going places. Lots of options. I would like to see the Chariot and the Six of Wands. I would really like that. Eights, definitely in your Mars energy. Oh man, I was close. I said 6 and we got 5, but that's good enough. You need that fire. Oh yes. The Hermit is at the bottom of the deck here, Jelly Low. You are the wise one. You are like I see Mr. Miyagi, if you want me to be honest. You've learned. So this could be you revisiting some type of environment, some lesson or some area where it's familiar to you, but you're going to do things differently here. Hermit is a nice card in tarot. It represents the sign of Virgo. This is a new moon Virgo reading. So you can have Virgo in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. If not, this is you being very focused on a higher state of consciousness, a higher mind. Superficial does not cut it for you. You're thinking big things, big picture, long-term goals, long-term plans here. You're thinking about humanity, the collective, more than just yourself here. With the Hermit card, this is wisdom gained through experience. So you will be tested on your experience, and you're prepared for these tests. These are lessons that you've already learned. With this Hermit card, you can be more focused on your spiritual awakening, your ascension process. New moon in ninth house, definitely. You could also be going through like some period of isolation where you want to focus on your goals and put yourself first during this time. If you do, your spirit guides are giving you the green light to do that. Please don't feel guilty for putting yourself first in this time or to be making your spiritual work a priority. You are encouraged to do that as a channel energy. So Jelly Low, your area of focus and where you should set your intentions using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the Two of Wands, clarified by the Eight of Wands. There is some type of dream, some goal, some wish fulfillment that's on the other side of this new moon energy. This full moon in Virgo in 6 months is going to bless you. After you make some decisions, you've got a lot of options, restlessness here with the Two of Wands. It's a card of planning. And with the Eight of Wands, Spirit is encouraging you not to hesitate here. If you get some news, if you get an opportunity, if you get some type of chance, even if you don't know 100% of the facts, even if you don't feel 100% comfortable, take that 87% and run with it. You will get more satisfaction and gratifications the faster you can make these decisions. Because you have options with the Two of Swords, and the restlessness energy comes from indecision. You're not making a decision or feeling as if your options are not viable. You will be fine. Eight of Wands is a lot of information, exchange of news, communication. There could be some planning with traveling, commuting, or an actual physical move in the near future for you where this reading is resonating. But you always have a choice, is what your spirit guides are telling you. How you best deal with conflict at this time, Jelly Low, is represented by the energy of the Five of Wands, clarified by the Star. So I was close. I wanted to see the Six of Wands, but this is good. The Six of Wands is on the other side of this 5, but you are doubting yourself in this time. You're doubting your ability to attract things, your law of attraction and manifestation powers, because the Star is asking you to have faith. You got to have hope. If you're a praying person, you pray. Keep praying. Even if it hasn't shown up yet, it is coming. It is coming. I don't know what it is, but it is coming. Star is wish fulfillment, but you don't get that until you resist these challenges. You resist these lessons. You resist the temptation, and you resist the urge to go back to your old self. Mr. Miyagi, wax on. wax off, keep it off. Wherever that resonates, you have evolved and you need to keep going. This speaks heavily of age of Aquarius energy. So you're rising above a lot of people right now. So you may feel alone in this process, but you definitely have the tenacity with the Five of Wands to push through. Star is healing also. So there could be some type of blessings, some miracles also that'll be presented to you through your resistance here. So you're not meant to fight up. You're not meant to give up. You're meant to fight. Five of Wands is competition. It is you taking that stick and you beating the crap out of whatever comes in your way. Beat the crap out of whatever comes in your way, Jelly Love, because some blessing is on the other side. You got a lot of heavy wands energy, so you've got to do things. So expect to be busy in the next 6 months. Thank you so very much for your patience, and I pray that your reading resonates. Jelly Love says, yes, I'm in a better place. So many choices, yes. See, don't say with the safe choice. No, whatever the Eight of Wands is now. You look and somebody says red pill or blue pill. Your favorite color is blue pill. You don't think about what you get in the red pill. Favorite color is blue. I like the blue pill. Blue. Choose. Green or blue. Green and yellow. That's how Spirit wants you to make decisions. And you've got to be able to trust in yourself to do that. You don't need to take the safe route. You don't need to. I don't feel like you need to. You're being protected with this energy that you have here. Okay, Chloe B is next. Thank you guys so much for being patient. Chloe B, we're going to be focusing on your new moon in Virgo energy, your area of focus, and then with the Mars retrograde energy in the sign of Aries, how you can best deal with conflict during this time. See, here we go, Chloe. Your cards are attacking me, and here's the Knight of Swords, and the Queen of Swords. Seven of Wands, sticking to your boundaries, maybe working on the healing throat chakra, communication, planning, learning, studying here, dealing with anxiety here, worry, issues with these two cards. Let's see if they come back out. Wow, I'm trying very hard to keep these cards from coming out. Okay, Chloe B. The Emperor, there's a lot of fire energy in this reading. Emperor is at the bottom of the deck. Okay, Emperor. Aries energy. So this is really activating this Mars retrograde and Aries energy in your reading, Chloe B. Aries is the bottom of your deck. Emperor, it could be in your chart, Sun, Moon, rising. If you are Aries rising, the new moon in Virgo is happening in your 6th house, and the retrograde is transiting your 1st house. So Emperor is about power, control here, determination, to dictate, to lead here, to command, to take your power back as well. Emperor could be dealing with the government, military, police, type of conflict or battle with this Emperor Aries energy. or dealing with people in positions of authority here. With the Emperor energy, the number 4 card, maybe you're getting the opportunity to prove yourself, how responsible you can be. Maybe you're getting some leadership opportunity, or you're in charge here with the Emperor card. Be careful how you use power at this time, and try not to become a victim of the abuse of someone else's power or authority. So Chloe B, your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the 2 of Swords, clarified by the 8 of Pentacles. So the first thing that I heard was maybe putting a hold or some type of delay on a contract, an agreement, or a project. This would be something that is already unstable, Chloe B. If you are already feeling woozy, if you're already feeling doubts about some type of partnership or agreement, or committing to something, Spirit is saying your intuition is screaming, and that's why you feel that way. You may need to reconsider things or wait for more information. Take that where it resonates. The 8 of Pentacles also deals with hard work, career goals here, some type of commitment. You may be even considering changing jobs or doing something different with your money with this 8 of Pentacles and the 2 of Swords. Because the 2 of Swords is usually some type of opposition, and it's dealing with work, career, finances, and joint resources. You may be better being more independent financially. You may be better taking on positions where you are either the lead or you are the only one, because I see opposition in the 2 of Swords energy. So if you are thinking about some type of change in your career, this is not something that should be rushed at this time. There's no rushing with this 2 of Swords energy. Commitment. Don't give up on anything either, unless it is completely not working, because that's going to fall through anyway. So Chloe B, how you best deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde energy is represented by the King of Wands, clarified by the Justice card. King of Wands is fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be in your chart, Sun, Moon, or Rising. The Justice card is Libra energy. So justice is fairness, equality, balance. This is using your power of discernment between your head and your heart energy as well. And justice usually leans more on the logical side, bringing in that Libra energy. King of Wands, it could be someone with that in your chart that you may be dealing with. It could be some type of legal battle, especially if there is some emotional attachment to this that you're dealing with, and you need to fight this fight. If I keep hearing this, like, wait on some type of merger, especially when it deals with finances. The Justice card also is saying that, karma's got your back. You do not need to be a vigilante when it comes to karma. You just need to sit back and wait, and it will take care of it for you. King of Wands can sometimes want to take things in his own hands, because he likes to have freedom to do that. But the low vibration King of Wands energy brings in the low vibration Emperor energy. It would be an abuse of power, an abuse of authority, because you could even be dealing with police or some type of legal battle or disagreement here. Wherever this is resonating for you, Chloe B. Let karma do its job. Stay honest, open, and fair here. Allow yourself to be free, but you need to expect that others will want the same in return. Okay? Thank you, Chloe B, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. It's like there's a story that seems to be playing out in those cards. Chloe B says, Virgo Sun, Taurus Moon, Cap Rising. Yes, that's hitting for sure. Yes, I'm right in the middle of thinking of career next step. Yes, you are. So you are Capricorn Rising, Virgo Sun. Oh God. Oh, you're triple Earth. First of all, we would be best friends because I'm biased. I like Earth signs even better than water signs, and I'm more dominant. Being Capricorn Rising makes Capricorn. Virgo Sun in the 8th house. Wow, we really will be friends because your sun is in a Scorpio house. Virgo Sun is in the 8th house, and that means that the new moon also happened in your 8th house. 8th house is a money house, and that deals with like other people's debts, other people's baggage. That's why you should be careful about like contracts and entering into long-term deals here, because a new moon in the 8th house could be financially detrimental to you because it's a house of debt, it's a house of taxes. It's also a house of investment. So you may have to find yourself giving more than what you get in the beginning. So expect that. And that could be giving more time, like getting a new job, but it being away and you need to commute until you move, something like that. Mars retrograde, being Capricorn rising, is happening in your 4th house of home and family. So you've got 8th house dealing with your money, inheritance, taxes, debt, occult practices, secrets also. Maybe you may be thinking about a secret career change, even though maybe not telling the world your business. And then trying to balance the energy with your home and trying to keep the fires down there. So yeah, you got some stuff going on, Chloe B. I understand that. All right, Sharonda, let's go ahead and get started. I've got two mice here. Eighth house, Chloe B, is also a house of isolation. So with that King of Wands energy, you and the Emperor energy, wow, your spirit mice won't shut up. This is because I didn't come on last week, and this always happens. Like when you go on vacation and you check your messages from work, that's what's happening right now. 8th house, new moon energy is also an energy, the house of isolation. You may have to rely on yourself a lot for especially financial support here. So expect that also, Chloe. Okay, made it back just in time. Yes, ma'am, you did. We're going to be focusing on your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy, which this new moon happened in your 12th house because you're Leo rising. No, 2nd house. Leo rising makes the new moon happen in your 2nd house of money, self-worth, value, the money you earn, the way your property, your material possessions here, your sacral chakra is being focused on with the new moon in the 2nd house, Sharonda. So I would not be surprised if Pinnacle card energies came out in your reading, and Wands. Yep, there we go right there. At the very first card is your rising. The very first card was your Leo rising. And there's the Pinnacle card that I was looking for too. I would like to see the Chariot come out. I don't know what it looks like. Yes. Yes. Wow. Wow. Double major arcana. Four of Swords is at the bottom of your deck here. Maybe it is you feel like a caged bird. Your voice is limited. You can't speak. People aren't hearing you. People aren't listening to you. Maybe it is your vision is being muted. Where you see yourself going or growing here, or maybe your vision of humanity or how you see other people growing. It has been tainted with the Four of Swords energy. Four of Swords requires rest. If you are feeling that opposition, if you're feeling the energies of being lost or questioning the direction that you are going on, this is a type of reprieve of meditation, solitude. Four of Swords is a card of prayer. I know you're a praying person, so please do continue to pray because you are being heard, even if those on an earthly plane are resisting to listening to you or being combative. Your spirit guides are listening to you. Four of Swords is also mental rest, mental security, recovering from some type of anxiety, worry. Four of Swords can also be insomnia. So if you are not sleeping, I can get in that energy, especially if you are concerned about being able to achieve things that are valuable to you or acquire things that are valuable to you. Okay, so Sharonda, the area of focus for you using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the Strength card, clarified by the Nine of Pentacles. Financial and emotional independence here, and being able to promote your own self, be able to market your own self, whether it's finding new friends, being able to say, hey, I'm an awesome person and you should be on my team because of this. Being able to say the same when it comes to new career opportunities. I am valuable, so you really need to sell yourself to me. You need to have that level of confidence in order to achieve this financial and emotional security here with this Nine of Pentacles. Nine is also endings. So with this Strength card and the new moon in Virgo happening in your second house, you're getting some opportunities to close this cycle of codependency, definitely connected to finances. Strength card is saying you're going to have to be brave because there are going to be some battles with this. Test of courage, that's second house energy, and also to realize your worth. Just because you haven't achieved something yet doesn't mean it's not for you. It takes time, and you should really not put a time frame on yourself. It's good to have some type of you know goal, but if you say things like, by the time I'm 30 this, I should have this, you will be disappointed because it limits you. You start getting into panic mode, and then your intent is from a scarcity mindset, and it keeps you on the cycle of poverty. It keeps you stuck in codependent situations and relationships that don't value, that make you feel like you aren't worth anything, or that make you feel that you have got to go through this type of struggle just to achieve this level of prosperity here. So, Sharonda, the best way for you to deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde and Aries energy is represented by the Hierophant, clarified by the star. I know it's been a minute, but I believe you had the Hierophant come out in your last reading. So the Hierophant deals with our hierarchy. So this could be, timelines, time frames, things you have to complete before you can, achieve a next level at a job, such as like a training or need some type of degree or certification here. With the Hierophant, there could also be some help that can come for you from people in positions of authority, like legal help, a judge. if you seek help from a religious figure or guide, you could be getting some help from them also, especially if you just reach out to somebody to ask them to pray for you. It's something about this person's intent that amplifies your wishes and prayers with the star card energy. Hierophant also could be family. You could be getting help with family, or you could be dealing with conflict with family, but there's some need to changing the narrative, rewriting the narrative from things that are old and traditional here to doing things that are new age. Star energy represents the sign of Aquarius, and that's where you're going. So there's this traditional, old, structured side of Hierophant, and then there's the new age, spiritual, out of the box, open mind thinking. You deal with conflict by being able to marry the two. You don't have to completely abandon your roots to adapt the new ways. And just because you have new ways of thinking doesn't make you like a hypocrite because of how you were raised or how you were taught, or what society thinks. You can be both. You can be one and the same. You can be pro this and anti this, and at the same time in some areas. It can work itself out, but there definitely is a need for change. There is definitely some healing. You've got to have some faith here with the star card. You cannot quit talking to yourself through affirmations and to your spirit guides. You have 3 major arcana out of 4 cards, with the 4 swords at the bottom. A lot of prayer, a lot of rest, a lot of recovery here. Okay. Thank you, Sharonda, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Give me 2 seconds. Let me put my alarm on my house. Okay. So, so your Aries moon. I don't know why I always forget your moon. Probably because it doesn't fit you. Like that Aries moon just doesn't fit you. Not in my opinion. I would love to see your whole chart, Sharonda. Aries moon means that this Mars retrograde energy is triggering your moon, blessed, and you're a Cancer. Let me tell you something. You know who doesn't get along? The Mars and moon. They don't get along. Moon is motion, love, healing, sensitivity, and Mars is the complete opposite. Mars, war and battle, and they're conflicting. So you just might be angry for no reason. You might need to just get you some boxing gloves and just don't hurt anybody. You might just be feeling amped up for no reason. You just 1 minute you're okay, the next minute you're ready to hurt somebody. You're ready to fight. It's because of the Mars retrograde energy. I can't sugarcoat it. I can't, because Chiron is also sitting on your poor moon right now. So be patient with yourself, because a lot of your frustration, a lot of your anger, or a lot of your stuck feelings, whatever is repressed, Mars retrograde is like a zit. Wow, yuck, spirit. It's like that's the vision that your spirit guides just gave me. That's how this is, whatever this is that you're dealing with. And I know this is nasty, but you know how zits are nasty, but once you pop it, you feel good. I was very nasty, but that's what message I got. You will be fine, but be very patient with yourself between now and November, okay? Sharonda says, I have been struggling emotionally. Ooh, yes, baggage popping up. Listen, when I find a good solution, I will let you know. If you find one before me, please let me know, because I'm struggling. I'm struggling too. I'm not even gonna lie. It's rough. It's rough. Okay, Sophia Fuentes. If anybody is struggling at this time or feeling like nails on the chart, you feel like nails on a chalkboard, the sound of nails on the chalkboard. I understand. Okay, Sophia, we'll focus on the new moon in Virgo energy. Your area of focus, where you set your intentions in the next 6 months. And then the Mars retrograde in Aries energy, and how to best deal with conflict at this time. I would be very pleased if kings or queens showed up as in your Mars energy, Sophia. Okay. Yeah, there's something coming to completion with this new moon in Virgo energy in the next 6 months here for you, Sophia. The Ten of Pentacles is at the bottom of the deck. So this is a focus on prosperity, good luck, fortune, some opportunities, last minute opportunities, once in a lifetime opportunities with this Ten of Pentacles. You could also be focusing on your goals, long-term goals, family also is energy of Ten of Pentacles as well. But 10, Sophia, is completion. So the 6 months will bring you some endings here, some closure opportunities for you to get to that 10 completion energy. So your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the Page of Wands and the Page of Swords. So these are two personality cards. So these are characteristics that you need to embody in the next 6 months. So Page is an apprentice, Page is a beginner, Page is a novice. So your Page of Wands could be you exploring new things, being adventurous, taking some type of risk here. But with the Page of Wands has fun. Page of Wands is not tainted by adulting or failures, and that's why the Page of Wands can be involved in many different things and isn't afraid of, 1 or 2 mistakes. This is the energy that you need to embody in the next 6 months. There could bring some messages using the energy of the Page of Wands, some type of communication, especially with the Page of Swords also. A lot of talk, a lot of agreements, conversations, planning as well. Page of Swords energy is someone that is more intellectual, someone that studies, someone that learns to be a better communicator. You could be dealing with children, because Page deals with children as well. Let me clarify this. There's something that you need to learn. Learning how to be a better communicator, learning how to take some type of risk, learning how to be more adventurous here, learning to walk away from gossip and rumors. Also, learning how to be more in control of your mind, your thoughts, thinking of new ideas, because the Page energy is a novice. So this is wherever this is resonating, you may not have a lot of experience in. Don't be discouraged because of that. Why is it so energy? on, help me. It helps, but it doesn't. It's a very slow growth. Wow, Spirit. It's a very slow growth. 3 of Cups. So there could be some events that have not played out yet is what Spirit is telling me. Something that hasn't played out yet. Something that takes some slow progress. And this is involving your ability to communicate, how you think here, being able to use your logic brain, whether you're studying, going back to school, dealing with contracts, legal paperwork in this energy. And the clarifying energy that I got was the dang Knight of Swords. So it goes from a page energy to a knight. That's very slow progress. So you're definitely going to have to be patient here. You are moving though, but the progress is slow. 3 of Cups could be indecision, uncertainty, blocking your heart, being resistant to being vulnerable emotionally here as well. Page energy also, Sophia, could be immaturity. If you're not dealing with kids, you may be dealing with immaturity in yourself, naivety in yourself, or with someone else. You've got a lot of people here in this reading, Sophia. It sounds like Moon in the 11th house, maybe 4th house, family. Maybe 10th house, because 10th house deals with the public sector. But there's a lot of people. So you're dealing with some characteristics, but you're also dealing with people as well. So slow progress. It's interesting that those cards came out this way. So the best way for you to deal with conflict at this time is represented by the Tower card, clarified by the 3 of Wands. So this is something that's taking a long time. I don't know why. Something is in the way. And here's the Tower. You have had an opportunity to deal with wherever this is resonating, and Spirit is going to step in. Maybe you need some divine intervention, you need some extra help, or you may have been holding on to something, a situation or perspective way past its due time, and here comes the Tower to shake up the foundation overall. So if something is already unstable that you're battling with, or that you're dealing with some conflict, or having a hard time finding solutions, the 3 of Wands is saying that it may take some more time even still with this. And the Tower could be also shock. There could be some changes with your long-term plans as well. And a lot of it has to do with this energy. A lot of 3s are here. Indecision, worry, multiple options here in this energy for you, Sophia. I'm not sure where this reading is resonating, but with the Tower, there is going to be a test of faith, but something is trying to be removed from your life, and you're being encouraged to grow, and there's a slow growing process where this is resonating. Okay, I'm Scorpio Moon. I don't know if that helps. Okay, Scorpio Moon. Do you know your rising sign? Because I don't even know what house placement that could be. 7th house is what comes out to me, because 7th house is partnerships, interpersonal relationships, and there were a lot of court cards in the reading. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius rising forward. Sagittarius, what's the first house? So Mars retrograde is transiting your 5th house, so that could be dating, children. That's that page energy. If this is resonating with dating, you're dealing with some F boys or girls, especially with that page energy. Don't invite that into your life. Don't invite immaturity into your life. That'll be enemies with the Mars retrograde, not good. Aries rules the 5th house. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo. Virgo moon in the 10th house, dealing with the public sector, social status, career as well. So you got 5th house issues with freedom, self-expression, creativity, where Mars is transiting, and the new moon gives you opportunity for work, to evolve in a social status here, raising your class, or breaking through some type of generational curse or restriction. Thank you, Sophia, so very much for your patience, and I pray that that resonates for you. Okay, Aquarius sun. So Aquarius sun, if you're Sagittarius rising, you've got Aquarius sun in the second house. Yeah, I love it so much when you all know your big threes, because it just puts the pieces together. All right, Sage. Thank you all so much for being patient with me. Sage, we're focusing on your area of focus with the new moon in Virgo energy, and then how you best deal with conflict with the Mars retrograde energy. That was pretty heavy. All right, Sage. Yes. Oh, four wands is at the bottom of your deck, Sage. You know this is my personal 1111 card. So this new moon energy gives you new opportunities, and the Mars retrograde is going to give you opportunity for closure so that you can continue on the path of spiritual ascension and awakening. Four wands can be dealing with family. This could be family, could be the shadow energy where this really resonates. It could be also dealing with your ability to maintain peace and harmony in your life overall. There could maybe be a need for freedom, vacation, relaxation, or some need to celebrate, where this reading resonates as well. Oh gosh. There are no sword cards here, but I just choked up really bad. I don't know if you've been working on a group chakra blockage. Okay, Sage. So your area of focus use of the new moon in Virgo energy is represented by the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Eight of Cups. So the new moon in Virgo energy is testing your power of free will. The Knight of Pentacles is diligent, hardworking person. This is the person that stays up late at night and wakes up early in the morning. This is what you're doing in the next 6 months. There's some type of risk or gamble associated with the goals and the plans that you're working on here. This is something that's not new. You're continuing on with this because the Knight of Pentacles is a commitment, something that's already in progress, but it's slow moving. Maybe you see yourself as someone that is moving as fast as your peers, and you may even be considering giving up or walking away from some of these goals here. Don't. The Nine of Pentacles, slow and steady, wins the race. But there is a lot of hard work, so you can definitely be expecting that. You do have a choice. You can still choose, but if it is of value to you, if it is important to you, new moon is a clean slate, a fresh opportunity to see an old situation in a different perspective. Eight of Cups is gambling risk here, but it's also saying you may need to take some things off of your plate and walk away from too many commitments here because you may get boggled down. So you have free will. You're using this. It sounds like to leave something behind, but commit. The seventh house, new moon. Third house, new moon. Studying interpersonal relationships. Sixth house, new moon, even, because there's a lot of hard work here. So there is something that you're going to have to walk away from. I do think that there are some things that are on your plate currently that by the end of the 6 month period you will drop. Some most you will complete, but some you will choose to drop, and that is okay. It is much better to take yourself and put 25 in 4 different places, 25% in 4 different places, versus splitting yourself into 100 different activities and only putting in like one. Okay, so look at it that way when you start to feel discouraged, when you have to make a decision on what you're going to put to the side and what you will prioritize in this time. So, Sage, how you best deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde energy is represented by the energy of the Lover's card, clarified by the Ace of Cups. This is a cornucopia, and I have seen this card because this is one of the top on the deck. So, definitely love and support, unconditional love and support from yourself, family members. Cornucopia kind of reminds me of Thanksgiving. Family members is what is really going to help you. Choice, discernment is Lover's card energy. Number 6 in tarot representing the sign of Gemini. It could be Gemini rising if you don't know. But the Lover's card is also soulmates. You are going to have some soulmates that want to help you, that want to see you flourish, that don't want you to give up, that want you to continue on. They may not be the best in their words on how they motivate you, but they're doing their best is what Spirit is telling me, because these are good soulmates. Ace of Cups is a renewal of love. It is realizing also that you are an abundant being even in yourself, because this Lover's card can bring in an energy of codependence, but Ace is independence. So you can do things also on your own. So believing in that power also assists you with dealing with conflict at this time. You will. There's always enough. Okay, even if this commitment, this plan, this option didn't work, you will have more. Okay, thank you, Sage, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. All right, Divine E, let's go. Lily Shard is next. After Lily, I have Christine, New Star, and then Bonita. I have only 7 people in the room. If you are here, please let me know. So that way I will just skip around whoever isn't here. And I'll wait for them to come out. Okay. Divine E and then Lily. Let's put my cards in here backwards. Okay. Divine, let's go ahead and focus on the new moon Virgo energy for you. Your area of focus where you can set your intentions and goals over the course of the next 6 months. And then your Mars retrograde energy will be focusing on how you best deal with conflict during this time. Death card. The Death card. Scorpio energy. Oh yes. I would like to see some 10s here, but I see 7s, but I would like to see 10s. Boy, I'm so good at what I do. It's creepy. Oh, I'm so good at what I do. Here's my 10. 10 of Cups, you're happily ever after. Oh, you're going to be completely fine. I don't know what it is you're manifesting. I don't know what you're working on, Divine E, but the overall outcome for you learning your lessons and continuing to persevere the way you are is some emotional fulfillment. This is gratification, wish fulfillment, dreams coming true. This could also be some type of balance, peace, harmony, restored to all areas of your life. Ten of Cups is the card of happily ever after, and it's your shadow energy. 10 also is completion, and that's what I was looking for, because there needs to be some type of new opportunity where you're going. So you're ending some things in regards to your emotional connections with love, excuse me, y'all, with love, or something that brought you some type of prosperity that you have an emotional connection to, but the lesson has been learned. There's no room to grow here, or you're choosing to grow together, you're evolving together, wherever this is resonating. So, Divine E, your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy is represented by the 8 of Wands, clarified by the 6 of Wands. So you need to be prepared to get your bag. Whatever it is that you have been working on, you're going to receive it. Because of your quick thinking, your tenacity, your hard work, your quick action, because you are willing to adapt, do some type of changes, through exchange of communication and information here, or even some type of physical move, you get to victory. You get your accolades. So this is some type of recognition for your hard work, for your progress, a reward, an award. Maybe you are going to be presented with something like a trophy. I see like a trophy here. You may win something, some type of competition with the 6 of Wands. This is the card of victory, and you get gains at the end of this victory. So keep going. You are on the right path, Divine E. Wherever this is resonating, wherever the new moon happens, whatever the house placement is, good job. It's working. You are on the right path. You can't quit though. And this is going to require you to do a lot. And this may happen quickly with the 8 of Wands. So you are being encouraged not to hesitate with these goals or these achievements, because victory is here. Here it is. No, that's why I'm saying this trophy, because it's right here on this card. You're going to achieve something that you've been working on for a long time, and that's where this 10 of Cups energy is coming from. Some closure here that comes with a blessing. So, Divine E, what house placement should I check for? I look at my chart. Double Virgo. Okay, you're Virgo rising. That's why. That is why. Because the new moon just happened in your first house, love. The new moon just happened in your first house. It's all about you, boo. Literally. So this new moon in your first house is new you, a new year. You feel more refreshed. You're more encouraged. You need to be focusing on putting yourself first, your goals, your ego, your personality. So you may be working on your faults and your weaknesses and vulnerabilities and improving those, as well as strengthening the skills that you already have. So this is what is happening for you. You know what? No wonder I was looking for a 10 here. So you'll be fine. This new moon that happened in your first house was a good moon. It actually made a positive connection to Saturn in Capricorn, which brings some stability. So if there was some turbulence, stability is coming back into your life thanks to this new moon in Virgo. Any type of personal goals that you are working on, continue, and you are going to achieve it, is what Spirit is saying. So you told me that you are Aries moon, which means that this Mars retrograde energy is conjunct your moon. So you may be feeling the residual irritability, things that you have avoided healing, repressed emotions, irritability, anger for a reason or no reason. If you feel this way now, you may be feeling it for a while. Give yourself a break, okay? Be easy on yourself. It is a difficult placement. Not only do you have Mars retrograde in Aries, but then you have Chiron also transiting Aries, connected to your moon. So this could be maybe healing, issues with nurturing and abandonment, learn how to care for yourself, learn how to be more comfortable with your emotions, because Aries moon, it doesn't, something about fire moon. I have a fire moon. It just doesn't work. I don't know why. It's weird to me, that energy. It's that combative. So if you feel that way, give yourself some reprieve. You will achieve it. The best way for you to deal with conflict during this time is represented by the Seven of Cups, clarified by the Nine of Cups. So this is that seven that I was feeling. I was looking for an eight, but I felt the seven. Seven is faith. And because I'm seeing a very obvious victory path for you, yet the conflict is your ability to stay the course. You have dreams, you have wishes here. That's this crystal ball manifestation. Crystal ball manifestation. And then here it is, you achieving your wishes, you getting it. It goes from your mind here to the reality, holding it here. Nine of Cups is wish fulfillment. Something is about to make you very happy. I don't know where this is resonating, but congratulations, wherever this is. Seven of Cups is to manifest a wish fulfillment, and you will achieve it with the supporting energy of the Ten of Cups. You will be very happy with this energy. So you deal with conflict by focusing on these dreams. Instead of you being so irritable with everything else in the world and everything that isn't working, or irritable even with your own self, keep your eye on the prize. Whatever makes you feel good, whatever gives you this emotional fulfillment or satisfaction, investing your energy into that instead of engaging into battles, arguments. That is how you deal with conflict at this time. Thank you, Divine, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. This is good. This new moon, this Virgo new moon is very good for you. So if you've been setting your intentions here, whatever ritual you've done, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy. I've not had cards to come out in that way in my reading. It's a very good omen. Doesn't mean that it will happen during Virgo season. So you had a 7 and a 9. 7 plus 9 is 16. 1 plus 6 is 7. 7 weeks. That's October. Maybe even a second chance during the Mercury retrograde energy. 9 is Virgo season. 9 is September. 7 is July. 7 and 9 are the numbers that Spirit gave me. So it may not necessarily happen in Virgo season. I would have to ask for time, because those are the only numbers that Spirit gave me. But it may not necessarily happen in Virgo season. But it's something good. Lily, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. We'll be focusing on the new moon and Virgo energy, where your area of focus should be, or where you can set your intentions over the course of the next 6 months, and how you best deal with conflict. You're welcome. You're welcome, Divine E. Again, congratulations on your hard work. You're being rewarded. The Hierophant is at the bottom of the deck for you, Lily. Hierophant is the 5th card in tarot, representing the sign of Taurus. Taurus could be your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If that sign doesn't resonate, this is our society conditioning, what is expected of you, your upbringing, your heritage, traditions. It could also be dealing with legalities. I've got a heavy energy of logic. So intellect, logical mind, contracts, dealing with the law, dealing with the government even. With the Hierophant, you can also be dealing with people in positions of authority, some type of religious figure or spiritual figure, or even a parent may play an important role in your life or in this reading where it resonates here. Hierarchy also plays a factor. In the Hierophant, you may have to wait your turn or to achieve a certain skills before you can move to the next step where this reading may resonate here. So Lily, your area of focus using the new moon Virgo energy is represented by the Eight of Wands, clarified by the Ace of Swords. So you need to stay mentally sharp here. This Eight of Wands is fast movement, quick thinking. Ace of Swords is mental clarity. So if you have been having like mental block lately, your crown is about to be wide open. If your head has been hurting you, Lily, the last 3 or 4 days or since the weekend, it's because your crown is opening or your third eye is opening with this Ace of Swords. You're getting these downloads, these messages, these epiphanies, these ideas here. You also feel more confident and encouraged to voice your opinions here, whether it's at work, in a relationship, or some type of partnership. You want to be heard. And this is where you should be focusing your energy in the next 6 months, to be open and honest with other people and expect that they may not always be honest in return, but also to use your quick thinking to make decisions and to come up with new ideas. With this also, this gives you the energy to recover from any mental difficulties, anxiety, worry. With this Ace of Swords and the Eight of Wands, there could also be some opportunity or some news that you may receive during this time connected to travel or some type of international business affair. So you're focusing your energy in all of those areas over the course of the next 6 months. Lily, the best way for you to handle conflict during this time is represented by the Nine of Wands, clarified by the Justice card. So justice is Libra energy, could be your chart, sun, moon, or rising, but it is fairness and honesty, and this is what is happening. This sounds like new moon in a communication house, third house, communication, projects, studying, basic learning, writing, siblings. It could also be a 6th house energy because it's service between self and others. 11th house is it could be community. Dealing with strangers, the collective, something on a wide scale. The Nine of Wands is your own personal power, Lily, where you will have to rely mainly on yourself. You're your biggest support system. It's my favorite minor arcana because it's the card of resiliency, and you need to believe that everything that may be unjust or that seems unfair will be made right in the eyes of spirit. The Nine of Wands also, you got to keep trucking. There may be this feeling of like being a hamster on the wheel. I see a hamster on the wheel, that you're stuck in life. You keep going. Things will change here, but there needs to be some type of endings connected to this Nine of Wands first. And it may be a legal battle, legal work, or maybe getting help from some type of counselor even, or professional. Lee, thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Oh, you're in school. No sleep. Oh, you're in school for social work. You're a case manager. That's you. You're the counselor. You're the counselor. No wonder. No wonder it's you, blessed Lily. Push through, boo-boo. It's hard work. I know it is. It's hard work. Push through. You will do well. It's you that's the counselor. It's hard, but you are appreciated. I appreciate you. The people that you reach out to appreciates you. The work you are doing is very important. It's very important. You Something about you in this field, you can make some major changes. So please do push through with this project that you're working on. Because I picked up your energy. I'm thinking it's somebody else. No, it's you. You're the professional. Push through. Okay? I'm proud of you. Okay? Yeah, social work is a thankless job, but you are needed. Definitely don't get paid enough for the type of work you all do. But that seems to be the case with civil service. I work in human resources, and yeah, civil service does not get paid as much as they should. You were stuck, see, don't man. Don't rethink it. Push through. You are very fit for this. So much so that even in this tiny reading, I felt your profession. I felt that you were studying. I felt that. You're on the right path. You've made the right decision, okay? Christine, New Star, and Benita, are you all here? You're very welcome, Lily. Yeah, I'm rooting for you. I hate school. I graduated with honors, college and in high school, but I hate school. I joined the military so I didn't have to go to college, and still had to go to college twice. I had to go to college in military and civilian school, so I completely feel your pain, completely. All right, Christine, let's get started with your reading. We're going to be focusing on your new moon in Virgo energy, your area of focus, and where you can set your intentions over the course of the next 6 months, and then how you best deal with conflict, focusing on the Mars retrograde energy. Wow, your card just got heavy. I'm seeing vibes, Christine. You've got a lot of twos here. Two represents the energy of the High Priestess card. Discernment, choice, harmony, co-creation, teamwork, win-win solutions. Yeah, you have the Knight of Swords at the bottom of your deck. So Knight of Swords is air sign energy, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra. It could be in your chart, Sun, your rising. If not, the Knight of Swords as a shadow energy is you may be ready for a fight, preparing for it. Maybe it is that you feel at some point you're just waiting for the next person to just breathe or sneeze wrong, and then you're going to explode. If you feel this way during this time, you are being tested not to. Mind your words, Christine, during this time. Knight of Swords in the high vibration can be good because it encourages you not to hesitate with making decisions. It gives you that like youthful energy to take some type of risk here, where you've got some experience in some area, but you're not yet at a level of mastery. So you're at least willing to explore, and you're open-minded to learning something new. In a low vibration, though, the Knight of Swords is just argumentative, difficult to deal with. It prematurely makes decisions before getting the facts or the complete understanding. Nine of Swords also has no filter. So if you notice yourself, words go in your brain and they automatically come into your mouth, or they completely bypass the brain at all, and then your mouth just keeps talking, catch yourself here. Don't be a victim of that energy either. So Christine, your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy over the next 6 months is represented by the King of Wands, clarified by the Two of Swords. King of Wands is Aries, is fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. It could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. And if not, the King of Wands is pride. King of Wands is power. King of Wands in the high vibration is someone that is very, very confident. They are very intelligent, very smart type of energy. The King of Wands also is a creative energy. He comes up with different ideas because he's an out-of-box thinker, and that's the energy that you should be embodying. Working on healing your sacral chakra, understanding your value, what you can bring to the table in a relationship or in a job or partnership, and where you can make improvements as well. And the high vibration of the King of Wands is always open to some change because he likes that freedom and he does not like complacency. With this Two of Swords energy, you have got to learn when to use force, when to use that King of Wands energy, and when not to. Two of Swords is opposition, like being stuck in between a rock and a hard place, indecision, or having to wait for other people to follow your lead or to cooperate. There could be some temptation here with the influence of the Knight of Swords to let people know the business. Put some sugar on the business when you do it, Christine. It will be better received during this energy. Also, as it relates to partnerships, King of Wands likes to have options. Doesn't really like to be shut into a box. You are being encouraged to look closely into your partnerships, because Two of Swords could be like a Family Feud ex is what I see. King of Wands likes his independence. So maybe you should look deeply into anything that's going to restrict your freedom. Either it's a job schedule, a relationship, or some type of hobby, or some obligation that you volunteer for. Because King of Wands can bite off more than he can chew. So try to focus on those areas and avoid the low vibration energy of the King of Wands. So Christine, the best way for you to deal with conflict during the Mars retrograde in Aries time is represented by the energy of the Tower, clarified by the Two of Pentacles. So you're not going to listen to me. It's what I feel like. You hear things, but you're holding on to their life to this too. Either it is that you insist on doing everything yourself. You insist on being in charge. You insist on being the lead. You insist on having multiple projects. And this Tower card energy is the divine coming to help take some things off your plate. Don't do too much. Even if you feel good now, later on, you may realize that you've spread yourself very thin. So do be mindful of trapping yourself in that situation. The Tower card also could be some type of shock here, something that is unexpected. And you may have if you're not busy now handling these multiple tasks, you may get some unexpected additional responsibility, and you handle the conflict that comes from that by keeping the faith. Even things that fall out of the sky is really some type of test for your ability to keep your cool here, and also learning to ask for help, because two is partnership, two is cooperation and teamwork, and you can do that not only with people in the earthly plane, but with the divine as well, because you may need some help from your ancestors and guides. You may choose to even drop more than one occupation if you're working more than one job and it is too much. with the King of Wands. But don't be so quick to make this decision. Make sure that you weigh your pros and cons first, because the Knight of Swords in the low vibration makes premature decisions. Thank you, Christine, so very much for your patience and for joining me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Hey, new star, let's get started with your reading. New star, we're focusing on your new moon and Virgo energy, your area of focus, and where you can set your intentions over the course of the next 6 months. And then how you can best deal with conflict, focus on the energy of Mars retrograde in the sign of Aries. You are very welcome, Christine. The Two of Swords has come out so much. Every time I bring up the Mars retrograde energy, the Two of Swords comes out, because it's to resist the explosion. It's to resist and repress that urge to fight, that warrior energy. Two of Swords for you could be waiting. It could be a need to practice patience. If you are sending out information and you're waiting for a response, you're being asked to be patient for that. There can also be some confusion about some goals or some projects or some ideas with this Two of Swords, or you could be having disagreements with other business partnerships or romantic partners, or anyone that you're working on some type of project with. There may be some type of disagreements that may hamper whatever it is you're trying to manifest with the new moon energy and the lesson that you're learning with the Mars retrograde energy. So new star, your area of focus with the new moon energy is represented by the King of Wands, clarified by the Hierophant. So Hierophant is the fifth card of tarot, representing the sign of Taurus, and the King of Wands is fire sign, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. So this is definitely some authority figure, someone with power, a boss, a supervisor. This could also be you learning to exercise your power, your rights, and your authority here. These two card combinations can represent like a father also. Hierophant is a marriage card, and the King of Wands can be looked at as like a father figure. So there could be a need for you to focus on your personal responsibilities of the home, or as a caregiver with the Hierophant and the Knight of Wands, the King of Wands, excuse me. If you see, this is a conflicting energies here, because the King of Wands likes freedoms, very heavy Sagittarius influence, likes to be able to do what they want, come and go as they please. And the Hierophant doesn't do that. Hierophant is tradition and strict rules, laws, old school. You are being encouraged to just do you. Because 5 is unconventional. It's to be unconventional. It's freedom of expression. And the King of Wands, frankly, doesn't give a D, about what people think about how he lives his life. And these are the energies that you need to embody. Maybe they could be religious figures, family members, people in authority that may not agree with you, but you're the King of Wands. You are in charge. You take the action. You set the plan. You set the goal. You hit go. Okay? So, new star, the best way for you to deal with conflict during this time is represented by the Knight of Pentacles, clarified by the Ten of Cups. So you deal with conflict best by staying committed to these goals, staying committed to these projects. You may have to put in a lot of hard work, extra hours, extra effort, extra healing. Also with the Knight of Pentacles, you will need some patience because this is something that is going to take time to learn the lessons of the Mars retrograde energy in your chart. Emotional fulfillment and happiness also alleviates any type of burdens that you suffer from conflict. So doing things that make you happy, being with family, children also, if you have them, and being involved with them will alleviate any types of melancholy feelings because you are in like work mode all the time or focus mode with this Knight of Pentacles energy. There can be a balance between, having fun, relaxing, and then also taking care of business. 10 is also completion. So some project that you've been working on for a while, new star, you may be either completing it or getting the resources you need between now and November, thanks to the Mars retrograde energy. Maybe it's giving you a second chance opportunity to fight and improve yourself in some type of way. Thank you so very much for reaching out to me, and I pray that your reading resonates. Hey, Bonita. All right. Bonita is my last reading for the live, and then I'll be doing your reading for live, and I'll send you your email. Unless you wanted to, do you want to try to do this live reading, Positive? We can, I think I have a 7 o'clock appointment tomorrow, but I'm free most of the weekend. It's up to you. You just have to let me know. So, Bonita, thank you so much for joining me and for hanging in there. We're going to be focusing on your new moon and Virgo energy, where you can set your intentions or your area of focus over the course of the next 6 months. And then with the Mars retrograde energy, we'll focus on how you best deal with conflict during this time. Hi, love. Thank you so much. I didn't think you were going to comment. Thank you very much, love, for your support. I'm almost done. Please don't go to sleep. Okay, Bonita, let's focus on your energy in your reading. Heavy fire energy in your reading already, Bonita. I would like a king or a queen to show in your supporting energy, or a major arcana, like the Emperor. I'll take it. I will take it. The Tower is at the bottom of your deck, Bonita. Tower, the 16th card in tarot. It's surprise. It's shock. It could be something that is unstable already finally gets the opportunity to come down. Even if you've been trying to, keep it up, Spirit's knocking it down. So if it doesn't work, don't try to fix it. Let Spirit relieve you of some type of burden that you've been experiencing. Don't resist anything that leaves also with the Tower energy. Tower in the high vibration is a surprise, it is a blessing. It's also like a miracle energy. Through your faith in your higher power in yourself, you can get some type of healing here or wish fulfillment with the Tower card energy. So your area of focus using the new moon and Virgo energy and where you can set your intentions at this time is represented by the Page of Wands, clarified by the Strength card. Strength is the 8th card in tarot representing the sign of Leo, and the Nine of Wands is also fire energy, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. And these signs could be in your chart, sun, moon, or rising. If not, so you're exploring, you're trying new things. Whatever this is, whether it's career, love, a personal journey, you don't have any experience in, you're very nervous about it, but the Strength card is saying you've got to be brave. This is good for you. You have no room to grow where you currently are. So you are getting messages and new opportunities to do new things. Strength card requires you to be brave. With the Page of Wands, you may receive some news or some information that may initiate some change, or you may have to make a decision that results as a change in your life. And with that, you have to be courageous on this new beginning. Also, there could be a renewal or healing of some ego wounds here as well. Maybe you get a chance to redeem yourself when you have maybe backed down from some type of challenge or opportunity in the past. With the Page of Wands, keep an open mind. The main goal is to have fun. You do not need to be tied down to one option with this Page of Wands energy at this time. And with the Strength card, don't let your ego get in the way also, because you don't have as much experience as you think. You may try to hide this wherever this is resonating. You would hide your inexperience through some type of pride or some type of boasting. Or you may be dealing with somebody, fire in their chart, that has this energy. So, Benita, the best way for you to deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde energy is represented by the star, clarified by the Nine of Cups. So I was looking for the Emperor, which I didn't get. So that makes me feel like it's not so much of an overinflated ego energy or power control. And I was looking for a King or Queen court card. So I feel like a lot of this has to do with messages, communication, and new experiences versus a blockage in the sacral chakra, because I didn't get those energies. The star is hope, it is wishes, and the Nine of Cups is the card of wishes. You can deal with conflict the best by prayer, meditation. If you're a religious person and you go to a place of practice, do that. Also, you can handle conflict by focusing on your dreams, things that make you happy. A Nine of Cups is selfishness, and maybe it is that you have a tendency to put your needs last when you are being encouraged to put them first. With the Star card, this is healing of any type of emotional wounds, also breaking away from codependency, because 9 is independent, emotional independence. So you're healing from that as well, whether you're codependent on like work to avoid healing emotional wounds, codependent relationship, romantic relationship, or codependency on some type of substance like shopping or food type of thing. But with the Star card, also meditation, hope, faith. I feel like that, Bonita, where you are going is good. And that the opposition really is yourself, you blocking yourself and not letting go of things that don't work. Because 9 is endings. In order for you to get a wish fulfillment, you've got to let some things go and make room. And honestly, Bonita, if you are not sure or if you don't want to, Spirit's going to do it for you because it is in your highest good. Thank you so very much for your patience and for joining me. And I pray that your reading resonates. Okay, that was good. That was a good reading. And I only went 8 minutes over. Tonight I used the Law of Attraction Tarot. The box is horrible. They mass print these cards and don't really put much care in the boxes. But the Law of Attraction Tarot, this is my first time using this deck tonight. I've had it for a while, but I've not used it. But there were some really good messages here. Lauren, are you still here? Yeah, we can. Just text me. I have a 7:00 appointment tomorrow, but I'm flexible during the weekend. So I mean, just text me. Let me know positive, and we can do the Zoom meeting. We can do the Zoom reading, and it can just be whatever you want to. I mean, it'll just be me and you can just ask whatever you want to, like a regular reading. But I'm going to do your weekly. I'll still do your weekly separately. Stephen, do you want a reading? You didn't answer. I'm about to sign off. I'm still here, but you can sign off though. I'm waiting to see if somebody wants a reading. A couple of announcements. I don't have any announcements. I'm here, you all. I'm still here. I may be a little bit more quiet on social media. Okay, I have one more reading. I'm gonna do one more reading. I may be more quiet on social media, and that's just because I've got a lot going on. My first job, my temporary assignment is ending, and I'll be returning back to my original department. I just have a lot of stuff going on, and I'm getting old, so it's very hard to keep up with meme posting and adulting. So I had to sacrifice my meme sharing at this time. All right. Steven, let's go ahead and get started with your reading. We're going to be focusing on your area of focus using the new moon in Virgo energy, where you can set your intentions and goals over the course of the next 6 months, and then how you best deal with conflict using the Mars retrograde in Aries energy. The Knight of Cups. He hasn't come out yet. Let's see if he comes back. Four wands, and the Knight of Cups again. Oh, he's insisting. He's insisting on showing his face. So Knight of Cups is like opportunities, some type of arrival, some type of good news, something that makes you joyous. It could be some type of partnership opportunity here. It could be also a union. Apologies if you've been having some issues. If you've been having some issues with people you have an emotional connection to, you guys are going to work it out. Oh. Okay. Spirit's got freaking jokes. Guess who this is? The freaking Knight of Cups. I'm telling you, Spirit's got jokes. Happens every time. He insisted on showing his face. So Knight of Cups. So these are opportunities in multiple areas. Knight of Cups deals with our emotions, our love, some type of fulfillment, something that makes you feel good. With the Knight of Cups, this is a proposal, opportunities, business partnerships, romantic partnerships here, camaraderie. It's an energy of compassion, showing it to yourself and getting some type of support from other people. This is a card of health, health on the way. If you ask for it, you will receive it. So, Stephen, your area of focus is the new moon in Virgo energy. It's represented by the Hierophant, clarified by the Ten of Wands. So 10 is completion in numerology. 10 is the end of the road. It's closure. But in numerology, we go to the smallest digit, and 1 plus 0 is 1. So you've got 10 completion here, and then 1 a new beginning. So as soon as you finish a project, as soon as you finish a goal, as soon as you complete a perspective, as soon as you learn a lesson, bam, here comes the next one. Bam, here comes the next task. Be prepared for this. And this could be dealing with legality, some type of contract, some partnership with the energy of the Hierophant. This could be dealing with a family with the Hierophant energy, also dealing with people in positions of authority, such as working with the government or with law energy. And I know, I already know you are employed in that area, so that's why I'm laughing. And it's hard work though. I cannot sugarcoat the energy of the Ten of Wands. In this deck though, the Ten of Wands is interpreted in a different way. This is more like, struggle that you can overcome. It's not necessarily, carrying the weight the weight of the world on your shoulders, and it's too much to handle. This is obstacles. This is difficulty. These are challenges, but you can handle it in this energy with the Ten of Wands. So I am seeing you being very busy in the next 6 months, especially with your job, with dealing with your family also, and with dealing with people in positions of authority. However, through some type of partnerships here, you'll be able to achieve some closure. This is the light at the end of the tunnel. So the best way for you to handle conflict at this time, Stephen, is represented by the energy of the Four of Pentacles, clarified by the Three of Pentacles. So a lot of your conflict or your opposition comes from your Pentacle card energy. Pentacle in tarot deals with our resources. So your career, your finances, family, again, your home life, and your physical health. So this is where your conflict is happening. This new moon may be happening in your family 4th house. I know your rising sign, or at least I guessed it. It's fine. I'll talk to you later. I'll tell you. Security. You definitely need to mine your resources because it may be limited. You also may have to think of out of the box options for jobs, for money, for support. Also, with the Three of Pentacles and the Four of Pentacles, this is advertising, promoting yourself, networking, reaching out to multiple different people, getting connects also will help you with security. So you may be able to get prosperity opportunities through other people with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles is also your personal talents. Something that you genuinely enjoy could also bring you money. So something that you may be organically good at, you could get money, or it could be something of value that you may focus on. That and you in focusing on like school, studying, a talent, some artistic ability, versus dealing with arguments, or when you feel yourself at a roadblock is what's going to help you best deal with conflict. Hard work also. Working, taking care of your physical health will help you deal with conflict as well. Okay, babe. Thank you so much for coming to support me on my reading. And I pray that it resonates. And I pray that you understood that. And if you didn't understand that, just call me. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, New Star. I appreciate it. Thank you for the compliment on my hair. Okay, you guys, I've got way too much energy for someone that only had 2 hours and 56 minutes of sleep the night before. That's because I miss you guys. I love you so very much. Thank you guys for being patient with me during my transition. I will keep you guys updated as much as possible. Please do follow me on social media, Facebook or Instagram, to be updated for when I'm here and when I'm not. I am transitioning back to my old job in my primary position. I don't know what's going to be happening in the next 2 weeks. So please do keep up with me because I may have to make some changes at the last minute that may be out of my control. Of course, I'm still booking readings, so if you need a private reading or you want a more detailed reading or would like to ask a specific question, my tarot situation reading, check that out. It's a 15-minute reading, and it's a pretty good basic reading to go with. Thank you guys who donated. I'm going to go ahead and get started with some of my extended readings. Love you guys very much. Thank you, Positive for Life, for being my moderator, and text me and let me know when you would like to do the live reading. Again, I'm free all weekend, and I have one appointment right now for tomorrow. But check my calendar on my website also for my availability. And thank you so much, Stephen. This was awesome. First reading ever. It was your first reading, wasn't it? You are very welcome. Okay, guys. Love you guys very much and wish you many, many blessings of love and light. And I'll see you next week.